Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope that all of you are fine and everything is going very well. Today we have grammar and our lesson today is about adverbs. Again, our lesson today is about adverbs. Let's make quick revision about parts of speech that we studied in grade 1. We started with nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are names for person, animal, thing, place. Here we talk verbs. What are verbs? Verbs are the action part in a sentence. What is happening in this sentence? That is a verb. Pronouns that we took last 2 weeks. Pronouns are words that come to take the place of a noun. And as I told you today, our lesson is about adverbs. Okay, what are adverbs? Adverbs are words that come to describe the verb. The words that come to describe the verb. It tells us what about the verb? It tells us how, when, and where. How, when, and where. Here we have this part of a sentence, running slowly. Okay, where is the verb? When I say he is running slowly, the verb is running. I'm describing the verb with the word slowly. So how is his running? He is running slowly. Slowly describes the verb running. So slowly is adverb. Writing neatly. Judy is writing neatly. So writing is the verb. So I told you that adverb comes to describe the verb. So writing is a verb. Okay, neatly is an adverb. This adverb describes what? Describes the verb. So how is her writing? She is writing how? Neatly. He is sitting sadly. How she or he is sitting? He is sitting how? Sadly. So this word sadly describes the verb. Here, this one describes the verb sitting. So this is an adverb. Adverb comes to describe the verb. Clapping quietly. Clapping quietly. Here we have the word quietly. It is an adverb. How do you know? Because it describes the verb clap. Climbing slowly. How she is climbing the trees? She is climbing the trees slowly. Slowly is an adverb. How do you know? Because it comes to describe what? The verb climb. Hopping slowly. Here we have the verb hop and we add to it ing, so we double the last letter because here we have CVC pattern. So this is a verb, and what is that? We'll see slowly comes to describe the verb. So which part of a speech comes to describe the verbs? It is an adverb. Waving madly. Waving like saying hi or goodbye, waving by her or his hands. So waving madly. So waving is a verb. Which word comes to describe this verb? Madly. So madly is an adverb. How do you know? Because madly describes the verb waving. Hopping happily. Hopping happily. So she is hopping happily. So hopping is a verb and happily is an adverb. Crawling quietly. Crawling quietly. Quietly is an adverb because it describes the verb crawl. Walking quickly. Walking quickly. Walking is a verb and quickly is an adverb. How do you know? Quickly describes his walking. Clapping loudly. Loudly here, it is an adverb because it comes to describe the verb clap. This one is an adverb. Hopping sadly. Sadly is an adverb because it comes to describe the verb hop. Walking carefully. Carefully is an adverb because it comes to describe the verb walk. Sitting quietly. She is sitting quietly. So quietly is an adverb. Why? Because it comes to describe her sitting or how she is sitting. Waving slowly. Slowly is an adverb. How do you know? It comes to describe the verb wave. Here, let's see the song.
An adverb tells you more about a verb.
So adverbs come to tell you more about verbs. So an adverb comes to tell you more about the verb. It will describe the verb.
Adverbs tell us how, when, and where.
It tells us how, when, and where, about whom, about the verb.
Action takes place. The dog barks.
The dog barks loudly. How the dog barks? Loudly or slowly. So loudly. Loudly is an adverb. How do you know, teacher? Because loudly describes what? Describes the verb bark.
Loudly, the adverb loudly tells us more about
the verb
barks. The adverb loudly tells us how the dog barks. The store opens early.
The store opens early. Where is the adverb here? I will see where is the verb first. The store opens. So the verb is opens. This is the verb. Where is the adverb? So this word early comes to describe this verb. Early opens early. So early comes to describe the verb open. Okay, early tells me how or when or where about the verb. It tells me when. When you will go to school? I will go to school early. Early. So I'm talking about time. When.
The adverb early tells us more about
the verb opens.
The adverb early tells
when.
us when the store opens. The bus stops.
The bus stops here. Where the bus stops? Where? I'm asking about the verb. Where the bus stops? The bus stops here. So here is an adverb. It comes to describe the verb stops. It talks about when or where or how. It talks about or describe the verb how. How the verb, how the bus stops here.
The adverb here tells us more about the verb stops. The adverb
where
here tells us where the bus stops. An adverb tells you more about a verb.
So adverbs tell you more about the verb. It describes the verb, how the verb happens, when this verb happens, and where this verb happens. It describes the verb, when this verb happens, where, and how it happens. Let's see this video. Okay, here find the adverb. Yesterday we very carefully planted pretty flowers outside. Here we have many adverbs. So yesterday we very carefully planted pretty flowers outside. Let us see. The first one is yesterday. Yesterday tells you when this verb happened. When you planted the pretty flowers, when? Yesterday. Okay, how you planted the pretty flowers? We were very carefully. So very carefully is adverb. Carefully is an adverb. How you planted? We were very carefully. Okay, so carefully is an adverb. Okay, where did you plant the pretty flowers? Where, in which place? Outside. So outside is an adverb. Here, what is an adverb? Okay, let us complete here. The dog wagged his tail and jumped. I want you to use any adverb here. We will describe the verb wagged. So the dog wagged his tail strongly or happily. The dog happily wagged his tail up and down. Okay? Now I want you to see this one. Here, who can read this word? We took it before in frog and taught together. Soon means after some time. So we will soon finish the movie. Again, we will soon finish the movie. So where is the verb? The verb is finish. Okay, here what is that? This is an adverb. It comes to describe the verb finish. When you will finish the movie, we will finish the movie soon. We will soon finish the movie. So soon is an adverb. It describes when the verb happens. Early. I wake up early. Early, I'm talking about the time. So here it will be when. It tells me when this verb happened. I received the email early this morning. So early is describing the verb received. Nervously. Nervously means very angry. So the man waited nervously in a line. Nervously means very angry. It comes to describe the verb waited. So how he waited in the line? He waited in the line how? Nervously. So nervously tells me how can I describe this verb how by using how. Barely. Barely. To what extent? I barely finished my test on time means hardly. I hardly finished my test on time. Here, joyously. Joyously means how. The students shouted how joyously when the adverb quiz was cancelled. Now I want all of you to open your Readers and Writers notebook at page 575. Here we have this page about adverbs. The first sentence is I learned a song today. So I will ask you, when you learn the song, you will say I learned the song today. So today comes to describe the verb learn. So today tells me when the verb happened. Alec worked on his invention downstairs. Where Alec worked on his invention? Downstairs. So downstairs tells me where, and it is an adverb that comes to describe the verb worked. Okay, here we have this question. Circle the adverb in each sentence. Number 1. Alec got sick often, and I told you that we can say it this word often or often, both of them are correct. So Alec got sick often. Here Alec got sick often, so often or often is an adverb, circle it. Number 2, Alec went away to get better. So where Alec went, he went away. So away is an adverb. Why? Because it comes to describe the verb went. It tells me when or where. It tells me where. So right here where. And here when Alec got sick often. So when. Here we'll write when. It tells me when. Number 3, I built my invention yesterday. So I built my invention when? When you built your invention? Yesterday. So yesterday is an adverb. How do you know? It comes to describe the verb built. It modifies the verb built. So it tells me when. Here, number 4. I thought a lot about it before. So before is an adverb. It comes to describe the verb thought. So it tells me about when. When you thought a lot about it? I thought about it before. I got a good idea recently. When you got a good idea, I got it recently. So recently is an adverb that tells me when this verb happens. I will work on it next. So next is an adverb. It comes to describe the verb will. So it tells me when, the time. It tells me when this verb happens. That's it. Do your homework and have a nice day. Goodbye.